This video is sponsored by Miblart. Enter for your chance to win a premium cover design by Miblart when you visit dalelinks.com/giveaway. Can you imagine spending $1,000 on a book cover design before you've ever made a penny from your publication? Many indie authors believe a professional cover design has to cost that much in order to be truly good. The fact is, you don't have to spend thousands on a single cover design. That is, unless you have the discretionary expense. Heck, you don't even have to spend half that much for a high quality cover design, or for even a fraction of that cost. I'm not going to tell you to do your own covers because I've traveled that dusty road before and it did not end well. Back in 2016, I thought it would be a good idea to change up the cover design for my best-selling book, An Ultimate Home Workout Plan bundle. I'd hired a cheap cover design pro for the first cover iteration, so when the sales began to wane, I decided to change up the cover. Except I didn't have a budget to speak of and was feeling like my graphic design chops were good enough to create the ideal cover. I spent over 12 hours crafting the perfect cover. The first big mistake was in believing that working in graphic design software for a couple of years qualified me to create good cover design. Now, my next big mistake was in aping the competition. I saw fitness author Steve Kamb crushing it with his brand Nerd Fitness after the release of his book Level Up Your Life. So I thought I'd create a brand exactly like his. We can all agree I missed the mark by miles. And my biggest mistake was wasting countless hours only to shoot myself in the foot. I lost potential readers, confused browsing customers, and created needless work. I could have been writing my next book, promoting my backlog, or even doing anything else that was better suited to handling. Once I put this cover up, the sales tanked big time. It was like I had the reverse Midas touch. After a few weeks of poor sales, I changed the cover back to the original cover design, and go figure, the sales immediately shot back up. Now, I learned a really hard lesson then. Hire the pros. But what if you can't afford it or don't have the money? I've got some solutions for you, so stay with me. According to a study conducted by Written Word Media in 2021, over 53% of indie authors hire a professional cover designer while 24% create their own covers. Other resources indie authors use includes crowdsourcing platforms, friends, and pre-made covers. Now, I understand why some authors don't want to hire out. Maybe they don't care about making money from book sales. It's perfectly fine for authors to write and publish because it's fulfilling in itself. But if you're an author who wants to, 1, reach more readers, and 2, sell more books, you must not treat the cover design as an afterthought or confuse great writing for superior graphic design skills. While it takes most authors years to refine and perfect their writing, the same's true for book cover design. Your time could be better spent in more meaningful ways, not struggling with graphic design software to create a questionable book cover. Let's put this in perspective here for a second. Let's say it took me 12 hours to create my abomination of a cover, and that was merely the ebook cover. How much was that time worth? An ebook cover design package by Miblart costs about $150. If we were to take that budget and apply it to the money I saved through the time invested, that'd come out to be about $12.50 per hour. Yep. I pretty much paid myself a little over minimum wage to create a subpar product with subpar results. And I'm not alone in this. Many viewers come to my channel complaining about a lack of sales or a desire to reach more readers, which, let's face it, those two items work hand in hand. Most of the time when I audit their product page, the cover is what is failing them. Every time, it's because the author couldn't afford a cover designer or had a friend do it for them. By the way, I did that too, and it was disastrous. I paid a friend a healthy fee to do a cover design, and since she was a graphic designer, I assumed she could create a great cover. It was bad, and I was definitely out of money. So how can you afford to hire a professional cover designer when you don't have the money? Well, I'm going to be very clear about these suggestions. They aren't easy, and it will require some work. But the work you invest into getting the funds will pay off in dividends when you see the finished result. First of all, don't be in a hurry to publish your book. Trust me, the world can wait a little longer while you get your book dialed in just right before launch. Just like everyone judges a book by its cover, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make that first impression count by having a stellar cover design. So for affording it, consider raising the funds in a number of ways. 1. Crowdsourcing platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo put you in control of raising funds for your project. In Get Your Book Selling on Kickstarter, Monica Leonel and Russell P. Nolte shared how you really don't need a large email list or huge following to leverage Kickstarter. Number 2. Freelance websites are another source that you can get additional income. When I was strapped for cash, I worked on a freelance website to come up with the funds for book covers. I helped folks with resizing photos, producing videos, among other gigs. Yep, I didn't try selling my services in book cover design because, well, let's face it, I sucked at it. Number 3, sell material possessions no longer serving you any good. I'd heard of authors purging their closets, attics, basements of stuff that was collecting dust in order to afford premium self-publishing options. Recent Miblart giveaway winner Zach Monet had the same issue when working on a book with his lifelong friend Corey Russick.
We went through so many versions, but we did like a lot of like trying to isolate some good stock imagery, using, just every tool at our disposal. We tried some generative AI and just kind of take elements from that and bits and pieces. We were really making good progress with like the typography and making a cool kind of title, but all of the people just looked so wrong. Just like they just didn't fit. And it was particularly tricky because the book follows 3 people instead of just 1 people, and so it's not just like, oh, I only need 1 person to fit, I need 3 people to fit, and it was just, it was such a relief to hand it off to someone else.
The timing couldn't have been any more perfect for Zach to win the giveaway, as it seemed like they were at odds with the book cover design they had created.
Halfway through the edits and the redesign, I sent them the old cover, and I was like, hey, here's what the old cover looks like, and just so you know, I hate it. So when they sent it back, I could tell that they had taken the elements that I really didn't like out of my original cover and improved them. And I was like, oh, okay, so they're just great communication. It was great.
Here's the original cover design Zach created. And now let's see what Zach got with the Miblart ebook and print book cover design package.
I didn't see the value of having someone else design my cover until I didn't have to do it anymore, and then it was just great.
Get 10% off premium cover design services by Miblart with the code DALE10 when you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/Miblart. Also enter for a chance to win Miblart's premium cover design package worth $700 when you visit dalelinks.com/giveaway. Check out this next video where I work with Miblart. You won't believe how incredible some of their covers turn out to be. See you there.